Para get to see this other side, na nandito yung mga OG buildings around the Escolta neighborhood. Okay? Sige. You see realities around you, you know what I mean. Anyway, let's wait for the other. Mamaya na. What do you find it na? Is the person you ever like come closer? You have to hear it in this area. It's a change, you see better days. But we want to intentionally highlight all this concept. Alright, so at this point, we have two buildings actually. But for sure, some people are behind you. Parang let's invite them to move na closer. Yan. Actually, ganito na lang. Can we cross? Let's cross.
Oh, ngayon alam mo na history.
I'm still hearing parang certain comments about this place that just looking at the architectural details per se, some people would say it's beautiful, it's charming. How do you find the architecture of the structures around here? Compared to what you may have seen perhaps abroad, no? Or you've been traveling abroad perhaps, or maybe it's the first time you ever seen something like this in Manila or in the Philippines, no? So these are really your, I would say, OG buildings here, located along the Pasig River. So for reference, this is already the riverside, Pasig River. So it's really a premium address, if you wanna put it that way, that meron talaga tayong view of these structures with the Pasig River on that side. Very charming. Even at nighttime nowadays, again, the government is trying to revive some places along the Pasig River. As such, we have your Pasig River Esplanade across. So maybe towards the end of our tour, into the evening, no, you could cross and then you visit also the maganda yung side na yon. And then at night time, by the way, this building is lit up. Yan. Pero I would like to highlight, there are two buildings here, parang with sharp contrast. One is very fixed, I would say. The other one is maybe still a work in progress. So let me present these two buildings. One is the El Hogar Filipino building, because this is the name pala. El Hogar Filipino building. This building that dates back to the year 1914. Compute nyo kung how old na. 1914, so 100 and... Dito naman. Anyway. And then another thing is the First National City Bank building. Nandiyan naman ata yung name on top. The First National City Bank of New York. Okay? So, this dates back to the year 1922 naman. It's also a 100-year-old structure. So, both, it's like parang twin structure sila that's facing the Pasig River. They're very iconic. No? Pero I would like to highlight this structure first kasi I think this is more charming than this one. Kasi in terms of its style and in terms of its history, sobrang daming kwento nito. Una, it was built in 1914. Tapos, ang owner niya, his name is Antonio Melian. Antonio Melian is a mestizo Spanish person. And then, he married. So, meron siyang wife, he married. And then, ito, yung building na to, this is his wedding gift to his wife. So parang it's a symbol of love, ganyan. Pero basically, what is El Hogar all about? El Hogar Filipino Building. It's actually a housing loaning firm. Ganun siya. So parang if you want to settle, let's say, parang take Pag-ibig today, if you want to put it that, but more on a private institution siya. Yun ang essence ng El Hogar Filipino Building. Pero aside from...
A few moments later.
Cafe, you can see it from here, 1990 Grand Cafe. Why is that so? Why 1919? It's because the
Wow,
construction of this
1990,
building started in
Grand Cafe.
But it was not a cafe originally. It used to be another bank. So let me reveal to you that this used to be, let me look for my slide. This used to be the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation. Would you know what that is today? It's the name HSBC. Okay, it's ito yung picture niya noon. Ayan. So, 1919, nung nag-start yung construction, and it was completed in, actually, not 1922, even earlier, a year earlier, 1921. And then, ito yung style niya. At the ground floor, it's supposed to be the bank. So, pakita niyo kung gano'ng kataas yung ceiling niya from the inside, pag pumasok ka ng restaurant, ang taas ng ceiling niya. So, yun yung mismong banking or, so, unlike the banking halls that we now know today, parang ibang-iba ang baba lang, very minimalistic. But back then, it was very like prestigious that you go inside the bank and then do your mga business. Ganun yung concept niya. So, just imagine this alongside the other buildings like yung Elmo Bar. Sobrang easy niya. Alam mo kung ano ang and then, aside from the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, so, it also used to be offices like inside of this building. Because it has, let's say, the business responsibility. Pero yung business responsibility of the other buildings, the emphasis of that, the different more emphasis used to the buildings there. So, this is that was this year back there. At the same time, look around you. There are other buildings like this one. That's the China Bank building. It was actually I'm not sure this is how it used to look like. It was built around in 1924. So yes, these are 12th century stone buildings. Well, 1924, 1924. So ngayon mga ano siya. Pero whether they 4 years old, and then there's other things that are built and then you see those itong property ng Itularity. That used to be the location of another bank. The foundation site of this bank we call nowadays the Bank of the Philippine Islands. Okay, so imagine nyo, Citibank, HSBC, China Bank over there, tapos nandito yung PPI. Ano siya, nasira yun ng war, it's a parang 2 stories high the wooden structure lang back there. It was destroyed during the war. Tapos may nagtinayo dito na post-war structure na burned down din noong around 2017, so nawala. Kaya empty property siya right now. Pero another building yung Pilchos on that side, but more of it when you go closer. And then actually somewhere down the road, nandito rin yung area ng Philippine Stock Exchange or back then the Manila Stock Exchange. So I would like to highlight all these financial institutions, again, banks, loaning firms, even embassies, for example, even the stock exchange itself used to be situated in this area. So making it once upon a time, the financial sector that's now, let's say, Makati, and Ortigas, and Alabang. So, learning ba so far? Again, today, ang naiwan na lang is yung mga buildings nga, but still, architecturally significant nonetheless. Here po ba so far? Any questions? Okay, so this is more, ito yung team niya. In case you're taking down notes, ito yung mga things baka makakalimutan niya. Doing chapel building. So, I would like to highlight yung mga buildings na hinighlight ko kanina are more neoclassical in style. So, you get to see orchestra rooms, no, with mga capitals. This is more Ionic, you're more architecture buffs. No? Even so, this building here, neoclassical. But if you want to dig deeper, another style more specific is yung tinatawag na Beaux-Arts. If you ever encountered that style, Beaux-Arts. Ang spelling is B-E-A-U-X. B-E-A-U-X tapos arts. Beaux-Arts. So, ito actually yung mga more on French style, no? Ganun actually essence of many of these buildings. But this one is very different. It's Art Nouveau style. Ano ba yung Art Nouveau style? It has more curves, no? And then, it has more, I would say, inspiration from nature. For example, yung waves ng tubig, that's actually the inspiration of the balconies here. And then, if you're gonna take a look at its its dome, yung dome niya, it's not necessarily like all its rounded kind of dome. Para siyang cone shape, and it's actually, take a look at the circle. Tapos, do you see this, modern looking building? that used to be occupied by Banco Filipino. Naabutan niyo pa ba si Banco Filipino? Ayan, this used to be the Banco Filipino. So puro bangko talaga dito, imagine that. Okay, you may take pictures. Go ahead lang. Early naman so far. Again, this is the background of many of our architecturally significant heritage buildings around us. Again, the old shop of Irving is not the best.